Wagwan, what's great? Chef John Morris again, man, presenting to you how to make the Jamaican style boiled dumpling. I have a video out on fried dumpling festival. I did a video on boiled dumpling with ground provision and such, but I want to focus merely on the boiled dumpling. I'm going to give you a few pointers how to get that perfect boiled dumpling. You know what I say basically?
We know about sardine, mackerel, bully beef, chicken foot, chicken neck, chicken back. Nothing I waste, nothing I dash way.
So, in order to get the perfect boiled dumpling, the first thing you have to keep note of is your water and the temperature that it's at. A lot of people put the dough rather, in the cold water. That will give you those little tiny bubbles and make your dumpling look slimy. So you see those slimes of the dumpling? That's caused because of cold water. First, you need to have some very hot water going. You know what I'm saying? Ensure you have clean hands. You know what I'm saying? Because a dumpling where I deal with nails nice, short and cut clean. Now, to that boiling water, you're going to add about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And we're using kosher salt right here. And this is about 4 cups of water. Because we're going to try to make at least 6 to 8 dumplings, right? Over here now I have the ingredients. So I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, right? And then right here I have 1/2 cup of fine grain cornmeal. So because I don't like cornmeal like that, especially in my dumplings, for every cup I put 1/4 cup of that cornmeal. So right here I have 1/2 cup for that 2 cups of flour. It's gonna go right in that all-purpose flour. And then to that we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt. Just like so, or 1.5 teaspoons. And then we're going to give that a quick mix to incorporate that cornmeal. If you like more cornmeal in your dumpling, then you can go ahead and put 1/2 cup of cornmeal to 1 cup of flour. But I like to use 1/4 cup because I don't like the cornmeal like that. So what the cornmeal does is to help to solidify that dumpling a bit more, give you a more wholesome bite. You know what I say? And a lot of people don't like that taste of just the plain dumpling, flour dumpling. You know? Alright, we have that. So here I have some butter. If you want your dumpling to be nice and silky, you know what I said, a nice little taste, butter and the trick, man. Put some butter in there. We're going to go into about 2 tablespoons of butter. This is good. Allow that to melt. So for the 2 cups of that flour, we're going with at least 6 ounces of water. Or you can add it gradually just to see how you want that dough. Because you don't want the dough to be too dense or too soft. So you gradually add that half the amount first. We're just gonna mix that in. Going with the hands. Remember, short, clean nails here, isn't it? Alright, seems like you can take some more. Going with that rest of that. So this is 2/3 cup of that. You just need that. If you have one of those little standing mixers, you can go ahead. But you don't know, I'm going old school style. So I got here another ounce of water just in case we need it. Alright, so you just need that in. Get that excess flour off the hand. This is why your hands should be clean. It's very important because all of that flour. Alright, those seems a bit firm. Don't want that, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of that water. Like that. So you lift and press to get that flour incorporated into the dough. Be from the outside, press inside. So lift and push in the middle. So like that, all the way around. When you bite them dumplings, them nice and firm. So you see it's coming along. Looks a bit dry, don't worry. Just do that. That's when you're working with the hands. You just kind of press it with the palm around like you flatten it out to make a pizza type of thing. Get that dry dough incorporated. Clean the bowl. Mix that in. What I like to do, I like to get a separate plate. Just a bit of flour on there. I don't like to make them and put them straight in the pot. I like to put them all at once. So this is the texture that you're looking for. It's not cracking and it's not sticking to the hand. It's just perfect. So about 3 to 5 minutes of kneading and you should be golden. And you see those small little details of that fine grained cornmeal. You see me? Right around. So what you want to do now, just stretch your dough out like that. Stretch it out. And then you're going to portion this. You realize how my dumplings are always neat. And they're not bubble, or in layman terms, or non-Caribbean term, they're not disfigured, because you have to make sure the dough is nice and firm. If you have a very soft dough, then your dumplings are going to come out disfigured. Especially, and one thing again, if you overload this pot, they will come disfigured, because each of them will be sitting on top of each other, you know. So you don't want to overload the pot. For one, they'll become disfigured, and two, that will reduce the temperature of your water, resulting in, again, those dumplings that are slimy and have those little white bubbly spots on them. You see me? So come now, we portion this out. So about, for me, I don't like big dumplings, and trust me, this may look small right now, but it will get bigger. So you pinch off to about a golf ball size thereof, right? So I'm going to get about 8 out of this. So 1, 2, and you see how that is nice and elastic. Nice. 3. I want to keep them the same size. So again, you're good with cook time. 4, perfect. 5, 6, 8 little Indian dumpling, or 8 Maritime dumpling. So for kneading the dough, this is my foolproof, quickest way possible to get the dough kneaded. So put it in the center of your palm, place your dominant hand over the dough, and just press it together and roll. So you're forming that ball. It's like playing with Play-Doh basically. So you form a ball in your hand. So you get that ball, you can flip that over now. This is the side that's not so neat and smooth like this side. And then you get the thumb and you press it to the center. So you bring the edges in that are not so defined into the center, just like that. So you bring them in. So you bring it in like that while squeezing out the middle, you know. And that's how you're gonna form a nice little dumpling. As I said earlier, I don't like big dumplings. If you want them bigger, go bigger. You flip that over and you just do the same. And you can use the end of your palm right there to just flatten it out slightly like that. And there you go, a nice and neat little dumpling. You know what I say? If you want them bigger, you can go. I don't like them bigger than this. Okay. Put that down on here with the flour. That way they don't stick when it's time for you to take them up, because when they stick, it will disfigure it just the same when you're forced to prick them up. Another thing, people have the dough just like this and they just do like this. Instead of rolling it out, they just bring the edges in until they form that perfect ball. You know, I don't like this way. For me, it takes longer. I'm pulling in the edges, giving it that nice, smooth, defined edge. You see that? Flip it over, press that out, and then use the side of your hand and just do a back and forth motion as if you're doing a pizza, to just roll it out a bit to get it broader, to get it a bit broader. And there you have another one. You know? So that's 2. My way now. This is my way. Round it up. My way, you can cup your hands like this, so the dumpling bounces off the wall of your hand to form the perfect ball. Alright, turn it over. Boom. Press that in. And you're good to go. Quick dumpling. So I would normally do it when I was in the restaurant business, doing a lot of these. Get it in the golf ball shape. Cup my hands like that, so the dumpling will bounce off the walls of my fingers and my thumb right there. And you would apply pressure, so you're pushing down, but at the same time you're gripping it. So you do that. Similar to the first method I showed you, but this one you get it in a perfect ball. So that perfect looking ball, flip that over, and then you have that little gap right there. and you push right in. Right, when you push right in like that, you just flatten that out, and you have another perfect dough. So I'm here editing this video and I just realized I have a missing clip. This has never happened to me, but you know things happen, right? So the clip that is missing is the one that is showing you how to put the dumpling in the pot. So once your water is at a boil, you have your butter and your salt and everything in that water. The next thing you want to do, you want to ensure that you take your time and you slide it out into the water, let it sit for about 5 seconds before adding in the next one. You just go around the pot with that and then finally in the center. Once you get that covered, let it sit for about 3 minutes just so they can formulate and do not lose their shape. Okay, so now once you have them in, you give that pot a shake just to release them from the edge. You can use like a plastic spoon just to go to the end like that to ensure they're not sticking. About 3 minutes after cooking. So 3 minutes during the cooking, then you can stir them, because that way they already formulate and firm up, right? So you can't really get them disfigured at this point. So just do that gently to ensure they're not sticking. And there they are. They kept their shapes and they're there cooking away. And there you have them, my people, looking beautiful. You know what I say? Just like that. All that butter on them. Trust me. Trust. A plate is here waiting for you. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the thing, follow the thing, like the thing, comment and share it to your family, your friends and your loved one. Enough love for the love. Until next time, safe travel on the gravel. And go and big up on yourself.
See another dinner for later. But know you fast girl, you have to tell me. Cause any man can feed you. So that's why you always take me to the kitchen. Yeah, yeah, yeah.